Ellie is at Crayon, which is the market and competitive intelligence company that enables businesses to track, analyze, and act on everything happening outside of your walls. Prior to Crayon, she was VP of Marketing at Toast, where she built and led the marketing function across demand gen, content marketing, product marketing, branding, and customer advocacy. Previously, she held multiple leadership positions at HubSpot during its growth from 100 customers to IPO. Ellie's most important and favorite thing is working at the intersection of marketing, sales, and product, and building marketing up from startup to scale up. Ellie, that is an impressive background, and I'm excited to have you here today. Anything else you want to add about your background or your current role?
I think you covered a lot of the big pieces. Yeah, we're a startup growing fast, and it's been fun to be building another marketing team. Yeah, been running the gamut of all the different aspects of marketing and getting my hands dirty as well.
That's excellent. So today what we want to talk about is transformation, and specifically I think the attendees are interested in transformation sort of brought on by the changes we've all experienced in the past 4 months. So maybe we could start on this idea of digital transformation. How have your actions around digital changed based on us having to be shelter in place, work from home, and no more in-person events and activities?
Yeah, so I think like everyone, our business was pretty instantaneously affected and very, very quickly. I remember the day that we decided to go and be permanently work from home. At the time, we thought maybe it'll be a couple weeks and we'll be back soon. And then in the span of a couple of days, things changed dramatically. A lot more information came out. And not only was the world changing, but we realized that, of course, marketing needed to change, but really every aspect of the company had to adapt in some way. So we tried to take a fresh look. And instead of a lot of the things that we had committed to on an ongoing basis, we kind of took a step back and said, hey, what do we actually want to do? Aside from anything we've committed to, what do we want to do? And we came up with some new tactics and kept on with some of the ones that we had committed to, but we had to make that recommitment, which I think was really healthy for us.
What was the main way that you evaluated to make those sort of recommitments?
Yeah, so at a high level, a lot of the big things that we decided to commit to was a lot around content and thought leadership and digital marketing, things that we were already doing, of course, but we decided to lean into a lot of those things. Of course, in some ways we were forced to, right? We were committed to a bunch of events. Well, that was not going to be the case anymore. And so we had some of that bandwidth, but even some of the other maybe more expensive, more risky kind of new initiatives, we decided to actually redirect a lot of those efforts towards things that would focus on growing and engaging our audience. Where a lot of times we had been focused on net new acquisition, new channels, new reach, all of that. We really wanted to lean into engaging our audience, especially because a lot of people were scared about what was happening in the market, and people maybe weren't buying as much. We wanted to make sure that our audience was staying engaged with us and that we were growing our audience so that when things settled down, we would be able to tap into that asset that we had continued to grow.
I love that. And it's something I'm going to get to a little bit more later because I kind of have some round out questions in the end. But, in terms of the digital marketing you reevaluated, what about your website? Have you changed your perceptions of your website, the role of the website? Is it also more about engagement than about, let's say, leads or pipeline?
So we definitely took a fresh look at the website to some degree. We've kind of been chipping away at different website projects since then as well. In a lot of ways, a lot of the website projects had been put on the back burner, honestly. Like we had been focused a lot more on new content production, but less so kind of revisiting, say, our messaging on the website, or even the calls to action and conversion paths, and a lot of the things that had been always on our backlog, things that we wanted to do. We suddenly had time to revisit those things. One of those things, of course, being some of the drift bots that we had on the site. Building out new flows there, revamping some messaging, doing some more landing page testing, a lot of things that, again, we'd always wanted to do, but just never had the time for it for one reason or another. So that it's been nice to be able to dig into those.